Been a minute, dude.
Has.
How you been?
Chilling.
It's been a minute, guys, since we've talked to you guys. Like one-on-one, really talked to you guys, really even in person. Had a lot of y'all haven't seen us in probably a year and a half now, a year. We already saw the culture kind of changing, basically. Life basically hit everybody at the same time around us. Times got tough, and things also had to mature for a lot of us. So we've been kind of quiet on that. This year there was a lot of things that was going on that would prevent us from actually being able to do everything to the full potential. Because something that me and Thomas have always wanted is, if we do it, we have to do it full potential and do it right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of why we canceled everything. We said, no, we're not going to be able to give it its full attention.
Yeah, I think, like, if we can't do something right, we're not going to do it at all. Like, there's no half measures, and, like, Slam Summer, for example, this year, a lot of you guys were asking, are you going to do it? And ultimately, just with the way everybody's lives were lining up, with some of the issues that we had with, just setting it up, vendors, locations, it wasn't going to be able to work out. And could we have done it at another location? Maybe, but,
that would have cost us a lot.
There would have been a lot involved with it, and we weren't really at a point in our lives, our careers, where we were going to be able to make that work. And you guys would have spent time, money, and invested in it, just as we would have, for something that wouldn't have been meeting expectations. And we're not gonna do that. If we can't make it live up to its full potential, we're not gonna put it forth. So
yeah, that's kind of
that
why
was kind
we
of the story of the year.
Gave you guys more of just kind of one-on-one guys. It was mainly like me and Jay, his little build series on the G37,
Getting into
which we're
drifting.
actually gonna drift tomorrow.
That's right.
So stay tuned on that. Like, that stuff, we wanted to not die, because that's something we love. But
that'll never die. I mean, we talked about that multiple times off camera.
It's impossible.
Like, that's where we started, and that'll never go away. We do this and share with you guys and try and bring the community together, because we're trying to make a positive impact and bring people together and affect the culture. But ultimately, just like DDE says, right? If they shut down the channel, Dave and Damon are still going to have their cars, and they're still going to go out and drive them on the weekends and call each other and hang out. And it's the same thing with us, like, that'll never stop. We'll never stop.
Yeah.
But
so basically, a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
My boy over here is a father now.
That's right. Me, Jeremy.
Both Jeremys are fathers.
Both Jeremys.
We also have Eric
Yep.
that had a baby as well. So this year was baby year for us. So I didn't want to put stress on the guys. Didn't want to put stress on having it all on myself to be able to kind of do everything of a vet. So we decided to, hey, this is the time where it's best for us to do this now before Illustrious is what we want it to be. Because if this was to be happening during that time and we're not ready for it, that would hurt more. Because it's like, okay, well, we already had stuff scheduled. We already had stuff paid. That's kind of, you have to go forward with your promises. So that's something that would be a burden of us in our own mental state. So we just decided to cancel everything. And I did a few little vlogs, basically.
Yeah, I think, between what Randy's saying, what I'm saying, it all adds up to, the kind of street culture, the night meets, the things of that nature. We're just not at a point in our lives where that's really of interest to us. We don't think, you know, for our audience, they're interested
Nothing
in
against
it either.
At all.
But, you know, we're going to move in a direction, I think, in the coming months and years, and you guys will see and hopefully follow along for the journey, where it's going to be more one-on-one style content. I mean, that's not to say that you're only going to ever get one of the guys on camera at a time, but sometimes it's going to be,
it might just be me,
more wholesome, more back to the roots, more you guys following along with us as we get back to doing the things that brought us all together in the first place.
Yeah, and just capture the memories.
That's right.
So with that being said, capturing memories, we got, well, not invited to, but there is a McLaren reopening here in Ramsey, New Jersey. So we're going to go check that out.
Yeah, it's open to the public.
There is a Grand Prix in there, you see. So we're going to go check that out, and we'll talk to you guys about what we got planned, things that happened to both of our cars, and stuff like that. So,
all right, guys.
Let's get it.
Let's get on the road.
So, that brings us to our next point. We're in a Honda CR-V right now.
Yes, we are.
Where the hell did our cars go? We could have been still going, doing stuff, but, you know, shit got real too. Not just besides the life stuff, with the car shit.
Yep.
My car got stolen back in January of 2024. So now I've been 2 years without my SI. And then this guy's, we finished his car last year of 20, no, was it 23 or 24? No, it was 24. We finished it around August of 24.
Yeah.
Had it literally ready for Panda Fest and Slam Summer. And was it leaving? No, it was the day after Panda Fest.
No, the day after Slam Summer.
The day after Slam Summer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, literally the day after Slam Summer.
Damn.
The day after Slam Summer, at that time I was working over with the Turtle at Next Gen, leaving work, coming home. And I mean, basically wound up getting cut off by somebody. Had no choice, but I had to bin her into the guardrail. And
Yeah.
that car has basically been crunched since then. Took the drivetrain out of it, took a bunch of parts off of it, bought another chassis, transferred it over. But held on to the car because of the sentimental value in it, and definitely want to bring it back one day. You know, maybe that'll be part of the channel. Right now, it's just sitting in the garage waiting for its comeback story. So, planning, and maybe we'll see it on the channel one day again.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a thing where it was like, okay, my car got stolen. Financially, the way that my career is going, it would not have been smart for me to go ahead and just buy another new car or reinvest in doing it all into that stuff, because it was just like, I have bigger priorities, I have bigger plans. Even for just the Illustrious stuff, it takes a lot just to do merchandise. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to build a project car, it was like, I would like to be able to not have to buy the car and then have to have the car sit for 4 or 5 months till I get some money to build a car to do whatever I would want. I would like to be able to have money to buy the car, and once I buy the car, to be able to actually start doing some work to it. Maybe not obviously all at once, because then I won't be able to enjoy the car when in the full process.
Yeah.
But at least I'll have the mindset and the clarity of, this is not needing to be taken out of rent just because I want to fucking do some stuff, dumb stuff. So that's kind of where my aspect is. You know, I want to be able to get my own place now and things like that. So I'm 24. So I just turned 24. So I got a lot of things that I want to get stable and get situated now, so that way I can really focus into doing what I really like. I've been focused really hardcore this year on photography. If you follow my personal page, you would know. And then Thomas, he got a new job and a baby on the way. So it was the whole, you got a doctor's appointments, you have, a whole bunch of stuff that you have to get ready for.
Going on. Cars just became
the least of
like
our
a background thing. For me, So
that's where we gotta, as men, as just responsible adults, you have to really sit down with yourself, talk to yourself, and be like, hey, this isn't the right time to do this right now. You don't want to be able to put all, like, it's a true say, to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, nah. Like, you have to be able to properly be able to give time to everything equally, so that way you're able to give its full potential, rather than you're giving one thing 10%, you're giving another thing 20%, and something else you're giving 50%. So it was able to, this year, these last 2 years was just like, all right, let's lock in on life, and then let's get into what we really like. So then that way we'll be able to kind of, not to say that we gonna be rich and plans to be rich, like, we just want to be able to be at peace with ourselves and be able to do things that we really like with our friends. So that was basically it with our cars. He got another car. We were able to kind of swap some stuff onto it.
Yeah.
He named it Karen. This is a white bit.
And that was the last owner's name too. So it was only right.
Yeah.
Thing freaking breaks down on me on the way home, so we call her Karen.
Yeah. So we were talking a little off camera on, like, maybe what's the next plan for that.
Yeah.
But in reality, next year would be best is to focus our attention onto the green E30, the one that you guys knew, the Jagermeister. I've already seen people try to copy it, dude. I sent you a picture of it the other day.
Not
literally,
very good copy,
it was like a Temu version of a delivery that we did, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Word for word, bar for bar, tried to steal my flow.
Yes.
It's cool.
But that's at least shows you that, like, that car was out at 2 shows.
Like, to me, that means that somebody saw it and was like, oh, that's cool enough that they're going to do it too. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, if we're able to kind of put our own little touch into the culture and give inspiration, so be it.
Yeah.
So the first thing we always want to do is be able to educate the young ones on what fun the culture could be. If you get your life straight first, your money right, you'll be able to have the fun that you want.
Yeah.
Legally. Like, the reason why these kids ain't doing it legally is because they don't have the funds, or there's a lot of kids.
It costs a lot of money to actually take it to the track,
That's why Jersey right now is heavy on cars getting stolen and heavy on takeovers and stuff like that right now, because it's just a lot of kids steal cars just to go joyride them, do a little donuts, and then that's it. That's all they care about.
Yeah. Stupidity, honestly.
So
staying away from that.
Yeah, so we want to be able to get back into it. My next car, I don't know yet. I don't know when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna come. It's not my main priority right now. We have a lot of things that we'll tell you guys after the meet that we want to be able to expand and do. And realistically, that doesn't really require me to have a car that I need to show out on. Right now, this car is perfect for rollers too. Pop the trunk, and then you sit in the back and you're doing rollers. That's so it's cool. So at least I could provide that towards the guys, and we could do that. But yeah, next year's basically we're gonna be building Tom's car. Jay's car has been, both of his cars been doing good. He got the Camaro now, and he also got the G.
You got the other Tom with the other E30. He'll be drifting next year too. I mean, he's drifting and he's getting really good. So I think he's got some plans for that car next year that are gonna be interesting to follow along too. We'll follow along with him. Support him the whole way.
So yeah. So we got 10 minutes more to the ride till we get to McLaren of Ramsey. And yeah, we'll check out what cool collection they got there. Talk to some people, maybe connect to see possible features that we can do. Yeah, so that brings us to McLaren. It was a cool show, a lot of cool cars. Couldn't really film much for you guys inside. They were talking, there was music, it was dope. Little Beamer action.
M5.
But that brings us to our next thing as to what are we doing next? What do we have in mind? Like, do we want to continue? Do we want to do anything with this? And the answer is simply, we do.
Yeah.
We do want to continue. Not the traditional way. You guys most likely won't see us out and about at meets. Well, mainly our goal is, me and Thomas were talking the other day, to start going to garages and stuff of actual mechanics and tuners here in Jersey and New York, if any, and start actually like talking to the people that's actually doing the work, is actually, wanting to build their cars or just have nice cars that they want to show off.
I mean, I think like part of it too is like, we were talking about before, maybe I might go through a journey of rebuilding the green car, and I have some pretty high aspirations for what I want to do with that car. So, I might wind up going to different shops and talking to them about getting help and, getting their input on my build and stuff like that. So, who knows what the future is going to hold? I mean, basically, we're going to keep it flowing, and we're just going to make it organic.
Yeah. So we don't want it to seem like it's forced.
Yeah.
And seem like it's not something that we want our passion.
Yeah, we're not gonna like buy a car and build it to do a YouTube series with that, and like force a project out of it and make a big investment. And,
like that will come.
Maybe one
But that
day.
is something that oh shit, it's a fucking Ferrari over there. Fucking
It's like 90 sitting back in the
Oh
park.
yeah.
It's really cool.
But no, we're gonna get to a point where next year's goal is to talk to the people, if the actual people is in the culture, that still loves the culture, and showcase why it means so much to people like that. Like, we can say, yeah, we like cars, but there's people that have been loving cars for 20 years, long as they've been alive. Like, I can gladly say I'm not like that. I got into cars a few years ago. Yeah, I watched a lot of car stuff growing up, things like that, but my dad never had a cool car. My mom was not about that at all. So it was just like, now I'm trying to. I grew up right at the end when it was the best, and then when the takeovers became too much. So I'm appreciative of that, but now I want to just completely put the attention to the people that got to actually experience it and are experiencing now legally and doing it the right way and doing it fun all the way to the max. So
Yeah.
we want to be able to showcase that. So if you guys recommend any shops that would want or are down to let me and Thomas come by to the shop, talk about past projects, previous new projects that they're working on, or even future projects. If you guys want one of your customers to come through, we look at their car, maybe go for a test drive, stuff like that. Let us know. But yeah, so that's kind of where our heads are on to. You won't see us at meets. We're not hosting any meets. That's just not our thing right now. We want to be able to have a following, so that way when we do go out, we're able to really put on the show for you guys, and also be able to put on a show for everybody, not just a select few private show situation. But yeah, so with that being said, this isn't a goodbye.
But it's we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. When that next time is to come, who knows? Might be next week, might be a few months from now, or a few years from now. But yeah, we'll get it done.
Keep it a buck until then.
Yeah.